Miss the Premier League this week? Do not worry, I've got you. I am Daniel, currently ranked 694 in the world from Malaysia, and this is your simple, stress-free FPL match game week recap. West Ham won 3-1 against Sunderland, a really strong performance, especially from Jarrod Bowen. He picked up a goal and an assist with an expected goal involvement of 0.98, which is his highest this season. That said, I wouldn't be looking to bring in any West Ham players right now. They've got a very tough run over the next 5 game weeks, including Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool. As for Sunderland, they look like a different team without Granit Xhaka. They have been overperforming their expected goal concede, so I wouldn't expect many clean sheets going forward. However, one player I do like is Nordi Mukiele at 4.5. He got an assist in this game, and if you exclude the West Ham match, he has been averaging over 11 defensive contribution per game in his last 5. He could be a decent rotation option in your defense. Manchester City won 2-0 against Wolves at the Etihad. Pep Guardiola surprised everyone by benching Haaland, although to be fair, there were rumors circulating about 10 minutes before the deadline, which turned out to be true. Marmoush repaid the faith with a goal, but I do think this was mainly about giving Haaland a rest. Pep has been hitting at that for weeks, and I fully expect Haaland to return to the starting 11. Semenyo continued to show his streak, scoring again to make it 2. At the moment, I think his place is fairly secure before the start of the Champions League round of 16. If you are looking for a mid-price midfielder, he's a really good option. As for Wolves, I wouldn't be looking to bring in their players right now. However, there is a chance of a double game week in game week 26 if Arsenal go through to the League Cup final. If that happens, Mane at just 4.5 could be a decent budget option to keep an eye on. Fulham made a late comeback to secure a 2-1 win against Brighton at Craven Cottage. It was a relatively quiet game for Harry Wilson. His expected goal involvement was just 0.17, but he still delivered the winning goal with a beautifully taken free kick. In all honesty, I think Verbruggen could have done better there. Wilson have now returned in 3 of the last 4 games, and at just 6 million, he is a really valuable option. Another player who continued to impress is Joachim Anderson. He picked up an assist and defensive contribution again, making it his 3rd DEFCON return in 5 games. He's an easy keep if you already own him, but I wouldn't be looking to bring him in right now with Manchester United, City, and Tottenham coming up in the next 5. That said, at 4.6, he could still work as a rotation defender. It was a hectic game at Turf Moor, with Burnley securing a 2-2 draw against Tottenham. The fact that Spurs conceded twice against one of the weakest attacks in the league really highlights how poor their defense has been. That said, Christian Romero somehow continues to deliver. He scored for the 2nd game week in a row and also picked up his 3rd defensive contribution return. Looking ahead though, Spurs have a brutal run coming up with Manchester United, City, and Arsenal in their next 4. Because of that, I wouldn't be looking to bring in any Tottenham assets. One bright FPL note from this game was Martin Dubravka. He made 9 saves and finished with a solid 5 points. No other goalkeeper in the league has more than 80 saves, while Dubravka already has 96. At just 4 million, he is easily the standout 2nd goalkeeper option right now. Bournemouth secured a fantastic 3-2 victory against Liverpool with Evan Nelson, Jimenez, and Adli all on the score sheet. From a Liverpool point of view, Dominic Szoboszlai goal and assists were really the only positive from what was overall a very poor performance. Personally, I wouldn't be looking at any Liverpool asset right now. There are simply better options elsewhere. Bournemouth, on the other hand, have a really strong run of fixture coming up right until game week 30. Evan Nelson has now scored in 3 of his last 4 games, and he is definitely one to keep an eye on. Another player on my watch list is Marcus Senesi. He's an absolute defensive contribution monster, averaging around 12 DEFCON per game this season. He basically guarantees you defensive return every time he plays. Aston Villa secure an important away victory against Newcastle, closing the gap to league leaders Arsenal to just 4 points. Both Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins return in this match, and right now they are excellent assets to own. Villa also have a really nice run of fixture coming up right until game week 28. One small note on Watkins: Aston Villa have just completed the signing of Tammy Abraham, so it is something we'll need to monitor in terms of how it affects Watkins' minute. Chelsea continue their strong run of form under Liam Rossonoi, securing a 3-1 away win at Selhurst Park. With Cole Palmer absent, Enzo Fernandez stepped up as the penalty taker, and right now he looks like a must-buy if you do not already own him. Chelsea also have a fantastic run of fixture coming up right until game week 27. João Pedro has now scored in back-to-back game weeks, and he could be an interesting differential if you want to take a punt. That said, I keep an eye on his minutes, with Liam Delap potentially competing for his spot. Chelsea were a bit unlucky not to keep a clean sheet, and defensively they continue to look solid. Trevor Chalobah in particular stand out, picking up his 4th consecutive defensive contribution return. If you are looking for a cheaper way into the Chelsea defense, Robert Sanchez at 4.9 is also a decent option. As for Crystal Palace, they are in a really poor run of form at the moment, and I wouldn't be looking to bring in any of the assets right now. Nottingham Forest secure a shock 2-0 away win at Brentford, ending Brentford's 7-game unbeaten home run. Despite the result, Brentford were actually the better side for large periods of the match, but they lacked the cutting edge to turn their chances into goals. Igor Thiago blanked for the second game week in a row, but I still be looking to keep him. He is heavily involved in Brentford's attack, he is on penalty, and he continues to play the full 90 minutes. From a Forest point of view, Morgan Gibbs-White could be a nice differential option. His return in 3 of his last 4 matches, and Nottingham Forest also have a favourable run of fixture coming up. The most entertaining match of the game week saw Manchester United secure a brilliant 3-2 victory away at the Emirates. This result also means Michael Carrick has now beaten both Pep Guardiola Manchester City and Mikel Arteta Arsenal. United were excellent on the day, crisp passing, well-organised play, and the team execute Carrick tactics almost perfectly. One player who would have been incredible value is Patrick Dorgu at just 4.4, but unfortunately he is ruled out for around 10 weeks with a hamstring injury. Bruno Fernandes, however, continues to deliver. He picked up another return with an assist, and for me, he is a must-have right now. Manchester United also have a great run of fixture until the end of the season, and Bruno can score points in multiple ways. Defensively, United have quietly been very strong. They actually have the best expected goal concede in the league over the last 6 Premier League matches. If you are looking for a cheaper way into the defense, Dalot at 4.5 is a solid option. From an Arsenal view, they made a few uncharacteristic mistakes, most notably Zubimendi back pass to Mbomo and Saliba almost gifting Bruno a goal. Even so, I still think doubling up on Arsenal defense with Gabriel and Timber is a viable strategy, especially with the potential of a double game week in game week 26. The final game of the game week saw Everton and Leeds play out a 1-1 draw. Both sides had chances to win the match, but they were repeatedly denied by strong goalkeeping from Pickford and Dalot. James Justin, priced at just 3.9, picked up his 3rd return in the last 5 Premier League games. Dominic Calvert-Lewin was very unlucky not to score, missing 2 big chances, one saved by Pickford and another that hit the post. James Tarkowski continues to be a defensive contribution monster, securing his 7th consecutive DEFCON return. He is priced at 5.8, but you know you are almost guaranteed those DEFCON points every single game. One ultra differential that very few managers seems to be talking about is Tierno Barry. at 5.7 and owned by just 0.9% of managers. He has scored in 4 of his last 5 Premier League matches. He could be a huge differential and a very viable budget option for your third forward slot. If you are having a tough season and feel a bit lost, do not worry, you don't have to go through it alone. Come and join our Facebook group FPL Affairs. We've got over 64,000 members. The admins are very active and most importantly, their community is genuinely helpful. No judgment, you can ask any question you want and people will always try to help you out. FPL is better when we do it together. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Take care, stay safe, and I'll be seeing you all next game week. Bye bye.